Okay, so take two. All right, I'm sure you guys are becoming superior at this 2 YouTubes a day thing.
Yeah, I hate that. That really bothers me that they have to do that.
Well, I mean, it's about being prepared.
I'm not going to let that get me in a mood.
Well, as a man whose life's about production, I realize how important it is for the first 30 minutes before a thing goes live. You can't really just like walk into it as if you're like moonwalking. You need to really be focused. And
I feel like that's your passive aggressive way of telling me that I'm not focused.
No, it's just, I mean, it's what is two is a pattern, three is a trend. What is it?
Oh, I don't know that saying.
It's like 2 is a pattern, 3 is a trend. I just saying we gotta work.
Oh my gosh. So what happens is my headphones are in when I am doing my Spanish lessons. I actually like the headphones better because it helps me hear better.
I hear you.
But so when I was on the previous live, my headphones were still plugged in so that you could hear us through the microphone of the headphones. However, whenever I unplug my headphones so that you can hear us through the speaker of the computer, that for some reason disables the audio and it doesn't automatically start to pick up the audio from the computer. Ergo, no audio.
It literally defaults to the dumbest.
So what I have to remember moving forward is just to always unplug my headphones before going live.
Or at least check.
What do you mean, or at least check?
Check and see, like you might not have been using them. Just check and see if they're still.
So what I need to at least do is make sure that my headphones are unplugged.
Just make that a procedure
before we go live. Yeah, because that is really annoying to me. Like I am annoyed, but that's okay. I'm so glad that you guys joined me back over here. You know, it just means so much to me that you guys just like are along for the ride, because I would have been like, she's doing too much. I'm moving on with my day. You know, like I don't have time for this witcha watcha everywhere, you know? So I just thank you guys so much for staying with me.
The new setup's changed everybody. So you're allowed to be frazzled for a day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like being able to practice my Spanish before the live because it really helps me get a jump start on on things. But I don't want that to impede on my ability to actually go live without having to start two of them the whole time.
You could put it on the Tim board. Oh, that's what it was.
Good morning, Pamela. Hi, Rashana. Good morning, Brandy. Hi, Gigi. Good morning, Dana. Hi, D Bacon. Hi, Whitney. Good morning, Melissa. Hi, Lynette. Good morning, Beth. Yes, I appreciate you guys so much. Hi, Leslie. Good morning, Shelly. Hi, Erica.
Like masters now. Jumping over to the second one.
I know, right? I don't want you to be well at compensating for my freaking deficiencies. Lynette says, Richard, love your shirt. Me too. That's available on the website if you want to order it. Good morning, Latanya. Jennifer says, good morning. I can hear now. It's dark and rainy here in Florida. It's dark and rainy here in Louisville, Kentucky as well. Kelly said, I thought I was late, but looks like I'm just on time. Yeah, because we started late.
It's okay, though.
Vita's here. Hi, everyone. Shelly said, just watched your new video. Those burgers look so good. We don't have solo bread here. I am excited to try it. I've never tried it.
Solo bread.
Good morning, Sylvia. Hi, Vita. Good morning, Tanya. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you can hear me. Started watching your last video on Watch Autumn Keto. Yeah, I filmed that on Friday. If you guys remember on Friday for people in the Facebook group, I was just going through it. Like I was just feeling really down and bummed and
the eating day?
No, it was an eating day, but it wasn't because of it was an eating day. I was just feeling good. I was just feeling really like discouraged, like nothing that I was doing mattered, and it just randomly comes out of nowhere. So I am glad that I was over that. I mean, I got over that on Friday and I'm over it now. So I am, feeling good today, but that was Friday and I was feeling bad. Okay. I see all the thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. Pamela says, had the birthday cake Stoker bar from my keto crate on hike yesterday, and I really liked it. Any other good flavors? To be honest, any Stoka bar flavor is they have really good flavors. So whichever one you choose, if you like the flavor of that thing, you're probably going to like it. Like the pumpkin spice Stoka bar was really good. I don't know if that's seasonal, but like if you like lemon stuff, then if you get a lemon Stoka bar, I'm pretty sure you're going to like it. Like I would not like that, but I like the chocolate one. I like the regular one.
They're really solid with the flavor.
Yeah, exactly. So if you like the flavor of, whatever they're saying it is, you're most likely going to like that Stoka bar. But they were really, really good. Nice. Holly's here says, good morning, Whack fam. Hi. Mm-hmm. Kelly says, me too. I'm better. Yes. Thank you. But thank you so much for posting that, Kelly. Like, it's just crazy. I talk about it all the time. It's crazy how you can be feeling something and feeling so alone and isolated and feeling like it's just you. And then you just hop in the group, or you hop on Instagram, or you hop on Facebook, and you see that, like, wow, someone is feeling the exact same way as me. But, they're positive and they're going to turn it around. And so I know that I could turn it around too, because I was thinking, when I was reading your post, I was like, oh no, that's not true. You're so great. Everything's great. And then I'm just like, but why can I think that about her, but I can't think that about myself? It really helps you turn the mirror on and be like, okay, if I could be positive and encouraging towards her, I could be positive and encouraging toward myself. So
do as I say, not as I do.
Yes, exactly. Linda is here. Good morning. Pamela said the texture was great too.
With that in mind, you just have to realize that we all fall. Like, that's so human. Mm-hmm. There's no one just makes a straight path up. Mm-hmm. I don't know who that person other than Jesus, and I don't think his path was for him. But, everybody, we all fall. We all stumble. We all bump our heads. We all trip down steps. Like,
oh my gosh, so many ways to hurt yourself.
Exactly.
Well, our life.
The solution is knowing that we got this and we're going to get it. Yes. It's always darkest before the dawn, and all the other cliches like that. Like, it's basically...
That's definitely a cliche.
It actually does mean something. But
Gigi said we all get down on ourselves from time to time. Take your time and take care of you. I appreciate it. JJ said, I'm glad you're better. It just shows you're human and not faking it like the other YouTubers, just like the picture with your family you posted in the group. Yeah, I know, right? We went walking yesterday. I posted the picture on Instagram.
You posted that picture?
I tagged you in it. We went walking yesterday. It was amazing. We had a really good time. We walked over 4 miles. It was awesome. I really, really, really love my family. So I'm glad that I got to go walking with them. Rashana said it definitely was Funky Friday, but I feel much better today. Thanks everyone for sharing and being vulnerable. I agree. Melanie's here, says good morning, Autumn and Richard and Wark fam. I gotta blow my nose, talk to people.
As usual.
I know, right?
That's what she writes these into
You're
the script.
supposed to bring me a tissue. You're supposed to anticipate my needs. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll bring 6 tissues.
That's too many.
Okay. No, we did go walking yesterday. It was really fun. As usual, her mom and Aunt Beverly have a pace that is their own. Like, I think they were at competitive walking events earlier or something like that. But no, it was fun. We went on a 4-miler. Yeah. 4-miler. Mm-hmm. It was really nice. Let's see. Let me go through the comments slowly. Good morning. Hey, I saw that one. It's just that, again, back to the vulnerable thing. It's just, you have to keep telling yourself and repeating telling yourself and over again, saying you are never alone. We are all in this together, and everybody is the same, no matter how high in class they are or low in class. They all go through the same trials and tribulations.
Thank you for that, Richard.
No, relax.
He's so helpful.
Well, I mean,
let's see. Vita's here, says hello, Whack fam. Marilla said, Richard, you look so hype in the photo. He was. Gigi said, how are the babies? Milton, Madeline, and DJ are okay. Yeah, they're at my granny's house right now. She'd be calling me, want me to come pick them up early and earlier. She'd be like, you need to come get these dogs.
That is not what the contract says.
I feel like, remember, we got 30 more minutes though.
That is not
Let
what the
us
contract
live.
says.
So
That's
yeah.
when you start
They're fine. To be honest, I need to figure out when the groomers opens back up. Like, I think the groomers might open up the same time that the salons open up.
I wouldn't see why not.
Because they need haircuts. Like, Milton and Madeline are just like monsters.
I wouldn't see why not.
Yes, absolutely. D says you should keep a box of tissues on your desk. That's smart. Because honestly, I have a box of tissues everywhere else. I have one in the bathroom. I have one in the bedroom. I have one in my office downstairs. I do need to put one right here. I might as well just put one right here. You're right.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, JJ said, Richard, don't let Autumn pump gas unless she is by herself, even if she insists. Oh no, I'm not one of those people. Like,
I was like, what now?
Like, you know, like it's one of those like chivalrous, like men pump gas for women. Like, no.
She would beat me out of the car.
I mean, that's my car. Like, you know, like I've been pumping gas for 10 years. Yeah. Like, I'm definitely okay with that.
And have y'all seen her? Do you realize how strong-willed she is?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't prefer that. Like,
I am not
see, the thing is, I prefer control. You know, like I prefer to be in control. So,
do you know her television?
There are just some areas where I will relinquish control, but most of them I just simply do not. So, no, I am totally okay with that.
So
Tanya says, I could so relate to the feeling. It is like looming cloud comes over you and it can be hard to shake. But you're right. Yeah, it happens. Just try to keep it short if you can because it can take over you. Absolutely. And I know. And I know that that's not the case. And so it's like just having to convince your mind. It's like like body dysmorphia where you look in the mirror and you clearly you see your body in a so much worse way than it actually is. I was having like mental dysmorphia. Like I was seeing my life in such a way different than I know that it was.
Stuff.
Exactly.
Bulimia and anorexia, they have the same problems where they see totally different people than in reality.
Absolutely.
And then just an everyday struggle that you just have to keep fighting.
Yeah, keep fighting every day. And I mean,
never gonna stop.
Sometimes it's not, it's not something that you have to fight every day, but maybe like once a week, once a month it pops up. It can be for a whole lot of different reasons.
No, I'm just saying, just guard up. Always prepare your shield and your sword and put your armor on, knowing that battle is coming.
The breastplate of righteousness.
Now you can walk around your village, and you can walk around your village happy, knowing one day I'll have to unsheath this sword and fight that demon. And I'll put it up when it's over.
Oh my God.
And then unsheath it again.
Stop saying unsheath because it makes me laugh.
But that's the truth.
Unsheath. Melanie says sugar kills. Each time I've eaten sugar, it equals headaches and inflammation. Yeah, I mean your body's just not supposed to be ingesting
when you go
large quantities of sugar like that. Yeah, like it just doesn't feel good.
Like now I can literally if I taste like a can of soda now. Oh my God, no matter what flavor, you can literally taste the sugar in soda. And it's been so long since I had a can of soda pop.
Yes. I mean, I drink diet soda, so I really like it. But
no, that's different though.
Lynette says, let your man lead, LOL. I mean, that doesn't have to mean everything. Like, he doesn't have to lead every aspect of my life.
No, just gonna say that, like, she's the type where she pumps her gas, she, like, does...
I open my doors, I do everything.
Physical stuff, like move tables and stuff by herself.
I mean, like, you guys...
But she wants me to cut her steaks and stuff like that.
Exactly. So like, there's kill bugs. And I mean,
she hates bugs.
Yeah, there's just certain things that he has complete control over, but then there's certain things that I have control over. Things that, like growing up in my household, like me, Amber, mom, grandmama, like me and Amber, since we were the youngest, like we were the boys. Right, like we had to take out the trash and cut the grass and move all the heavy stuff and do all that was our role in the house because we were the youngest and strongest. Like we grew up in a very strong-led female household. So I can't just turn that off because I found me a man. Like I just,
oh my gosh,
I love him so much for what it can contribute, but that doesn't mean I got to deny who I am as a person,
No, I mean, with like I said, my family, I have 2 other brothers and a sister. So she basically grew up around us. So she was basically strong as, we raised like just tough brothers. But the only difference was she never did any chore. Like we did, like as far as
like housework and like physical. I mean, but like she cooked and stuff. Yeah. So maybe she took on the more traditional female roles.
Exactly, which was like growing up, you never think about it until now. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah, see, we were the type, we weren't allowed in the kitchen. Like grandmama cooked everything. We weren't allowed to cook. But like I said, we did all the yard work and everything like that because we were the youngest. So
it was definitely a paradigm shift for my mom because I was always in the kitchen over her shoulder. He was like, "Go play, go outside." I'm like, "What you doing? What you cooking? What is that?"
Melissa said, "Taking us to church." Yeah, I remember some remnants from my childhood. Rashonda said, "Yes, control's glorious." I mean, you're right. You're right.
Oh my gosh.
Patricia says, "Good morning," and Autumn Richard. I hopped in like I'm hopping out. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Patricia. Bye.
Patricia.
Vita says, "Autumn, you right. Thanks." Melanie said, "My father raised his girls like boys." Yeah, I mean, my grandmother raised us like, and my mom, you know, we're just, we were like, you don't need no man for nothing. You know, like we were raised to be very self-sufficient and to realize that everything that we needed was in our house, you know, like everything that we needed, we could find in our family. So,
well, my sister was, when we didn't have wasn't like we don't need a man for nothing because we had a bunch of guys in the house.
I mean, you had a bunch of great men. I mean, or
no, that's what I'm saying. We never had that.
It was kind of a man because there were no, but it was just basically be self-sufficient.
No, exactly. It was more like my sister was more like either swim or you sink. So she like either keep up with the guys or you fall behind. So she was always. I mean, my sister is so strong and just headstrong and probably honestly in my life I didn't meet like in school I never really talked to too many people. So like it wasn't until college I actually met like severely like weaker minded like females and stuff and like, oh, I don't want to
like dependent.
Yeah, where I was just like, what? Like my sister would either punch you and me if we ever brought this up. Yeah. And I was like, I did not like my family was
like
so
your
strong.
Big sister was like, show me where the bully's at because we hurting everybody.
Speaking of which, she actually did save me from a bully when I was in 3rd grade. Which shout out to my big sis. Thank you for that. She saved me. Well, actually, she was like, I ran home. I'll tell it. I ran home. The guys, I was 3rd grade, little bony person. And it was a 3rd grade dude that was picking on me that I was just defending myself, but his 5th grade brother. And they were both, I'm like, oh my God. So they followed me home, pushed me in the grass. I'm sitting there, That's when I was just like, hold on now. So I was like, you know, little mist starting to form. So I got up and ran home. My sister was on the couch. And I was like, there's guys outside. She got up and chased these dudes. Like, I was just so proud of myself. I was like, I was out there like, go get him, girl.
That's what's up. That must be like growing up with brothers. Exactly. Beth says, I love pumping gas, but I'm a very independent person. If I cannot pump gas, I will give that to you. Yes, pumping gas and emptying the dishwasher are the worst chores. We don't even use our dishwasher. We need to open that thing. Like at this point, it's been so long since I've opened the dishwasher that in my mind, there's like a mold jungle in there. Even though I know when I open it, it's not going to be like that. But in my mind, that's what's happening. Oh yeah, it definitely works. Okay. Beth says, I won't use the dishwasher because I don't want to empty it. Hand wash all the time. I feel that. Dee says, thanks for being there for Autumn in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. Oh, yeah, Mom. Yeah. My mom is always like,
Oh, nice.
I know, right? So, girl power. You're right. Oh, I like the little weightlifting emoji. See, now them's the emojis that I can get behind. Y'all can go somewhere with these cartwheels that I still can't find. So there's that. You know, I still don't know where that is.
It's okay.
Yesterday was a good day. I mean, it was an okay day. I'm gonna give it like a C in terms of eating. Like, you know, we had planned to go off plan because we're doing keto date night, which was really awesome. Oh my God, you guys, but let's talk about that sola bread though.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we got back from that 4-mile walk and I was like, do you know what I want? I want breakfast. I want breakfast. And so Richard made me, see, I'm letting him lead. See?
So we call that.
Richard made me an omelet. Oh my God, it had bacon and cheese in it. And then it was topped with cheese. But then we had some of that sola bread that he bought from Meyer. It was like sola. We made toast. And we had sugar-free blueberry jam and butter. And
oh my gosh, guys.
It was so good. Like, you just do not even know how much I love toast. I think you do because we talked about it yesterday, maybe, or the day before that.
It's like the color orange.
But it's my best case scenario. But you guys, it toasts and tastes just like regular bread, which in my opinion is a problem. Like, you know, if it's just going to be regular bread, I feel like I'm just eating regular bread. And in that case, I might as well have 8 slices of it because toast is amazing. Exactly. That's why I wouldn't keep it in the house.
Be happy with 2.
But that toast was amazing. I covered it in butter and blueberry jam and that omelet. Oh my gosh. It was so good. I was like, well, it's good to know that this bread exists if for some reason I ever need it, but I don't need to keep that bread in my house. I'll just eat the whole loaf. I told Richard, I could have eaten that whole loaf of bread. What was it, 16, probably 16, 20 slices? Yes. I could have just made 20 slices of toast and just eaten them all. That's how much I love bread. But the Sola toast just had such a good texture. It was regular bread. What do you think, Richard?
Huh?
What do you think?
Oh, I have to agree.
That's all the commentary you have on the bread?
You went on a nice little tangent.
I know, but now they would like to hear it in your words.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, the bread was nice and wonderful texture and sesame seeds all.
Oh my God, there were seeds all around it. It was so good. I'm sorry.
And it was it toasted really well, and like she said, it was basically
regular bread.
You couldn't tell the difference, especially with the Kerrygold on top, with a good schmear.
Oh, schmear.
A nice schmear of Kerrygold on top with a little blueberry jam, sugar-free blueberry jam.
Oh my God.
Where'd you get that at anyway?
I got it from KetoCon last year, if you can believe it. Yeah, I've had that for a year and not opened it. It doesn't expire. Canned stuff lasts for a long time. I checked. But yeah, I got that. Oh, we ate enough of it, though. We done sick already because I ate enough of it. I'll tell you that. But yes, it was so good. Dr. Watts says independent is how I was raised, and I'm the middle child and only girl. I've had the best of both worlds, and I'm raising my daughters the same way. You're right.
That's Felicia my says, sister.
I'm an only child and made to do every chore, so I can't release control to let someone else do it. Exactly. I mean, it's not wrong either way, in my opinion. If it's I've done all this stuff my whole life because I have to, but now that I got me a life partner, I would like to depend on them for some of that stuff, that's totally fine. But also if it's I've been doing this stuff my whole life because I have to, and that's how I prefer it. So life partner or not, I'm going to keep doing it. It's whatever works for the both of you, you know? So that's just kind of how I feel. Yeah.
No, there's no one right or wrong way.
I agree. Aaron said our kitchen flooded back in August when I was 8 months pregnant. I washed dishes in my bathtub for 3 to 4 months. I've never appreciated dishwasher so much in my life. Oh no.
Oh wow.
Kelly said I'm self-sufficient and still love it when a man opens the door for me. Yeah, I mean that sort of stuff just does not do anything for me. If anything, it's impractical. If I'm walking toward a door first, if I'm closest toward the door, it's just impractical for me to wait for a man to open the door. Now, if the man is at the door first and he opens it and then just walks in and let it close behind him, I'd be like, okay, that's rude. But that's just because that's not polite in general. It has nothing to do with our gender roles.
So
it's just politeness.
So you're saying the time it would take for me to get out of the driver's seat, go around the car and open the door for you.
Oh no, I'm talking about if we're going into a store or something like that. No, I would never want you to open my car door.
No. I'm talking about the car door.
Oh, I don't know. Was that a car door?
I thought it was about.
No, they just said opens a regular door. It could be any door.
Okay.
No, especially not car doors. I mean, if we're walking toward the car at the same time and you're ahead of me and you walk toward the passenger side door, I mean, I guess. But the good Lord gave me a hand and a wrist to just lift the door. It's not.
So basically,
that's just honestly how I feel. It's not some sort of test or some sort of thing to it's just a door. Just open the door.
Just be nice and well.
Just be polite, courteous, and practical. That's all.
But without illogical.
Yeah, exactly.
Run and trip around the car.
I mean, which I've literally had guys do, and I'm just I can just open the door. It's okay. Now, it's one thing if you got a hoopty and it takes a special, touch to open the door. Okay, no, you got to lift it, you got to turn, you got to do okay, if there's some sort of secret to it, I'm going to let you handle it. But if it's just a door, I can open it. That's all I'm saying.
There's some secret to the door. Secret door. You gotta hit the window, knock on the back.
JJ said when you showed the ingredients, it kind of turned me off. Oh yeah, I mean it's just a hodgepodge of stuff. Like, and that's another thing. The solar bread, vital wheat gluten, soybean oil, like all this stuff. I'm just like, well, see, that's what I'm saying. If it's up to me, I might as well have bread, flour, oil, water. You know, those are whole ingredients. Whether or not you know admit it, well, depending on what they do to flour, like wheat flour and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's also still a chemical hodgepodge. But boy, was that stuff delicious.
It was nice.
Shelly says, I love toast, especially with PB&J. You know, I do not like peanut butter in toast. Like I like a soft, a regular bread sandwich, but I don't like peanut butter toast.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, no. Normally it's just buttered toast. Only just butter toast.
Just buttered toast, yeah.
With a little smeared jelly. Peanut butter on it.
No, I mean it's probably not bad. I just don't prefer it. I prefer regular
at a restaurant,
bread.
You never had. Hey, you want peanut butter with your toast?
Mom said, I like it when men open doors and pull out chairs. No, I feel like a chair. I mean, maybe pulling out the chair, but then like the pushing in of the chair is just like a personal preference. You don't know how close I like to be to the table. Why are you the one responsible for like making sure? You guys, like that's just honestly how I feel.
I know that.
Kelly said Richard's first car, exactly. Richard's first car was a labyrinth. I was like, hey,
the door worked.
But the window, the lock, everything.
I wouldn't try nothing else. The door mechanism worked. That was fine.
We had to reach in across and open it from the inside. But yes, that's no. So it was true though. Yeah. It was true. So yes, but the bread was good.
I really did enjoy it.
Bright Girl says, I'm with Autumn. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a personal preference. Like, I've literally had my dad try to scold me into, like, letting a man, like, be in charge or whatever. And I was like, Dad, first of all,
scold you.
Or, like, you know, it's his job to provide for you. And I was like, where though? You know, like I was like, don't get me started. I was like, don't get me started on a man's role in a girl's life. But you know, like
my household was not like that.
But I mean, like it's it was just like he was just like, it's your job. I was like, Dad, I've been doing this stuff my whole life. I'm not just going to turn it off. And he was like, that's no excuse. You know, like it's the man's job to provide for you. And I was like, kick rocks.
I don't even know what that means.
That's basically what I said.
So you want you to not do anything? Or what's the point?
I mean, my dad is just in my opinion, my dad just has a really antiquated view of what providing for a household means. Like he strictly means monetarily.
I understand the old school thought, but I'm just like, what is yelling at you about it going to do?
I should know my role, basically. Like, or I shouldn't accept a man. Basically, what it comes down to, if it was up to my dad, I would never be with a man that made less money than I did.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so it's a monetary.
It's strictly monetary, you know? Like, as long as he can pay for your stuff and as long as he can take care of you, that's the sign of a good provider. And I'm like, false, you know? But I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh, exactly. That's how you get controlled. But no, I'm just saying. So, you know, it was really difficult having to like argue with my dad about what it takes to provide for me, for a household for me, you know?
Yeah, no, we never, honestly, my family and like personal relationships, they just let you do you. It's like my biggest thing in my household was my mother and father they drilled us about you're going to get your education. Mm-hmm. They're like, you're going to get your education, you're going to be smart, you're going to have everything in front of you, then you decide. It's like, that's kind of how we were. Like, you got your degree?
No, I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. My dad, he just instilled in me a lot of good things. I mean, like, you know, choosing a major in college, you know, like going into like my career, which opened a lot of opportunities, buying my first house, you know, he had a hand in a lot of important major decisions in a positive way. But then, like, we just always came back to, like, that, like, you know, these men, you know, they can't support you, so they're not good enough. And I'm just like, So, but I mean, I got mine. So that's all that matters.
Yes. And I met the man, and he's a wonderful gentleman.
He is a wonderful gentleman. Aurelio said, morning, Mama Keto. Your children are blessed to have you. Agreed. Melanie says, my oldest sister won't lift one hand. Her husband does everything but cook. Good for her.
That's what they agreed upon.
Exactly. Joe Ray said, I used to get, are you going to make him a plate? Like, I don't know what he wants, and he got 2 hands. Preach! Exactly. Like, Richard, I will say this. Richard does like his plate to be made. He's like, if you're gonna make a plate, I'll accept a plate. And I'm like, I'll make you a plate, and I'll just put everything that I like on it. I'll basically make a duplicate of my plate and then hand it to you. And he was like, or he'll tell me, I don't care, just put a little bit of everything on there. And I'm like, okay, that's a simple instruction I can follow. But like, he won't ever make me a plate. Like, I need to, even at our wedding. No, not because you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
no, even at our wedding.
Where was this going?
My cousin was like, "We're gonna make the bride and groom's plates, and then everyone else can eat." And I was like, "You don't know how many meatballs and Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets that I want. Why would I want you to make my plate for me? Why would I want to unnecessarily surrender control? Like, I don't get it." So me and my husband, we went through the buffet line first, and we made our plate. You're not making my plate. Like, don't get me started.
Yes, as you can tell, she has a certain type of way about things. No, I enjoy it though. It's so funny.
Vita said, why would you want to wait to find someone who can support you when you should be able to support yourself? Preach. And that's what I'm saying. I was like, Pop, I'm so successful. I've like successed my way out of 95% of the population by your standards. You know, I was like, with all the accomplishments, everything that I accomplished by the time I was 30, I was just like, it was extraordinary. I don't know if I expect someone to be able to have accomplished everything that I've accomplished. So, but no, I'm just saying. So that's all I'm saying.
You are so true.
Tanya said, as long as you two are on the same page and you agree, you are good. Your relationship. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a case by case basis. Everybody's different.
Yes, Melanie says,
I don't mind relinquishing a lot of the things that you do. So
exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. You remember, you guys, when I was just saying we're so complementary? Like, we each, we give control and take control in the ways that work for us.
Hate so much.
As long as he doesn't insist on certain things.
I'm indifferent unless you want. Like, I don't have to do it.
Melanie says, I cook and make my husband's plate. I always have. Good for you. I absolutely love that. Dr. Wise says, absolutely. Miss Chris, your young ladies are awesome and a true reflection of you. Girl.
Writing memoirs. It's a memoir.
Rachel says control much. I mean, yeah, no, look, you guys, I prefer control. Like, I'm not even see, I'm one of those people, I don't have a problem like following or like taking a step back. But if we're in a situation where nobody is stepping up to take control, I have no problem stepping up and taking control. Like, think about in school when you were assigned a group project and then you all got assigned to sit in your desk and there's like 6 or 7 of you and it's just like, who wants to be the leader? And I don't know. If someone steps up and it's just like, oh, I'll be the leader, I'll be like, okay, good for you. What's the plan? Let's go. But if everyone's like, I don't want to be the leader, I don't know. Okay, guys, this is what we're doing. Like, I can quickly and easily take control, See,
that's me. I'm more of I'll be whatever is necessary.
Yes.
I'm like the utility knife, where if I'm in a group and I see there's a direction.
He's the Swiss Army knife look.
Well, I see that if I'm in a group and I see there's a direction and there's a focus, and I'm there to help push it forward. But if I see there's like, we're all a bunch of noodles going all over the place, and I'm like, let me maybe step up a little bit more to corral this.
Yeah, get it back on track.
But if I see like there's a clear path, then I'm not going to step on no toes.
Yeah, like I'm never going to fight to be the leader. But, if there is no leader, I'm just going to be like, look, like I have no problem doing that. A lot of people just don't want to lead and they don't want to take the responsibility for the end result. I'm like, I've never had a problem with that.
I think that's why we fit, is that I don't mind relinquishing if I see a clear path.
Yes.
Like, if I see a focus and a vision, I can be the sidekick or the navigator or whatever you will.
Yes. And there are clearly things that I have a clear focus and, vision for that he relinquishes control. And then there are clearly things that he has a clear focus and vision for that I relinquish control. Like, that's all it is. So Tanya said they had good intentions. They were trying to treat you special during your day. Bride and grooms usually don't get to eat that much or don't get to eat much that day. I get it. I told my cousin, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the offer. That's just not my preference. And if there was one thing that I knew that was going to happen that day, was my preference. You know, I'm normally not like a self-centered sort of person. Like even on my birthday, I'm not like, today's my day. Everybody has to do what I want. Like that's just, I'm not that person. But on my, but on my wedding day, I was like, things are going to go exactly how I want them to go. So like, you don't need to make my plate. I appreciate that. So that's all I'm saying. Rashana says, I make his plate, but he also makes mine. Exactly. I cook, but so does he. I wash clothes and he helps fold. Exactly. Whatever helps for your relationship.
Especially what we do.
No, yes, that is fine. Yeah, that totally works. Let me see.
Because you made the broccoli yesterday.
I did make the broccoli. I did absolutely make the broccoli. Are you guys from the Caribbean? No, we are not from the Caribbean.
That's I wish we were there now, though.
Hello, I wish we were in the Caribbean. Somehow? Exactly. Gigi said there's nothing wrong with being in control of your whole life, or of your own life. I agree. Mom says, Autumn, that is me as well. I'll take control anytime the opportunity presents itself.
I think that's a totally different meaning right there.
Let's see. Vita says the thing is support each other, and do for each other what makes both you happy. Exactly. Melanie says this June makes 38 years of caring for one another. I mean, see, you're doing something right if you got it that long too. Joe Ray says I'll step up too if no one else is. Yes, absolutely. Samuel, how about you chill out? Okay, I'm getting to all of the. I'm getting to them. So let's see. Thanks so much. Leslie says you guys need to decide for yourselves how team weather should work. Thank you. So Tanya says there are some things I do for my mate because I want to do it, and there are things that I do for him because I know he would like it, and vice versa. Exactly. But there are some things he looks at me like you better stop. Yeah, exactly. I know, right? So that's. I mean, there are just certain things.
I don't even know if there's one of those things where I'm like that.
I do not impede in the bed making. Like that is his ministry right there. I have to stay out of the kitchen when he's in the kitchen because it's just a disaster zone. Like
no, it is not. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all hear her making stuff up?
I mean, I'm just saying, but yes, it is. And we just have our things. It's complimentary. That's all I'm saying. So it's just like whatever works for you. I'm one of those live and let live. I've told my sister this. The only just our whole lives. I figured it out. I figured out the key to life. The only rule is there are no rules. You're not supposed to do anything except be kind to yourself and others. Other than that, there is no you're supposed to be married by this time. You're supposed to have kids. You're supposed to have this sort of job. You're supposed to have accomplished this. You're supposed to look
force on their children.
Well, and that's society in general. But it's just so it's just you're not there. There are no rules. Whatever works for you. And so that's what I try to, tell my dad. But at the same point, they grew up in a completely different.
Well, that's what you have to keep reminding yourself is that it's a mentality. It's I don't think he's gonna change his mentality.
Exactly. So there's no exactly. So I'm also one of them people. I don't try to convince other people of my way. I don't try to beat my head against the wall to get them to see from my point of view. I'm like, look, me and my dad, we just don't agree on this particular subject. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. With that being said, I'm gonna talk about my weight, which it's a lot, guys. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
Brace ourselves.
So I stepped on the scale this morning and I was 185.2, which is a gain of 5.2. I stopped eating at 5. I stopped eating at 9 o'clock p.m. It's all the same. Mom says, enjoy. Have a fantastically wonderful and marvelous rest of the day. Got to go to work. Bye. Oh, bye, Mom. 5.2. This is just food and food weight and blah, blah, blah. I'm fasting today.
I mean, you did have
this is sola bread and a pig omelet. Oh, my gosh. Richard made such a delicious omelet.
It was a 3-egg omelet.
Yep, with bacon bits. And there was cheese inside. And then there was cheese on the top. I was like, ain't nobody tell you to put cheese on top of the omelet, but since you did, and that toast and just the butter and the jam, and then for keto date night we had steak and broccoli sauce, and peppers and onions. Oh my gosh. And we didn't even talk about that pure brownie.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We made the brownie mix, the pure brownie mix, like,
you see where that came from?
And it was so good. The brownie was so chewy and chocolatey, and we had that for dessert. And I had ice cream. Like it was just, it was just a day. Like it was a great day. No regrets.
We need to drink some tea today. So all of that.
Well, I'm drinking. I got my water right here. So yeah, I'm gonna drink. I'm drinking my water. You know, you guys always know I like to fast, and I like to drink lots of water on the days where I have overeaten previously, just to help move everything through. But, I'm feeling good. We went on a long walk yesterday, so I still got my exercise in, I'm not feeling,
Your alternate fasting.
My alternate day fasting.
This is a fasting day.
Today is a fasting day, and I'm feeling great about it. So, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I moderately fasted accidentally the other day.
Yeah, like one day he only ate.
I think it was Saturday.
Yeah. What did you eat Saturday?
A hamburger and 2 cups of Jello.
He ate a hamburger, 2 cups of Jello. That definitely counts as an alternate day fast because that was fewer than 500 calories. So that's like a modified fasting. D says, don't forget electrolytes with the water. Absolutely. I'm going to drink this water by itself, and then I'm going to have a Zip Fizz, and then the rest of it's going to be water. So
exactly.
Yes, feeling good. Got lots of work to do today. I am on the other side of the whiteboard. I'm already getting my weekly schedule written up and everything like that. So I'm feeling excited.
Tim Extreme.
Yeah, this is like definitely an admin week. Like, like one of the items on the board is clean the bathroom. Like, so I got to do that today and all that stuff.
That's going to finally happen?
Did y'all hear this shade? Did y'all just hear that shade that my husband bestowed upon me in front of America? He calls you guys America. So he's like, now America knows all about it. It's not America.
It is America. America, give me a thumbs up.
Oh my God.
America, give me a thumbs up.
Lynette says, I can't do keto breads. Don't want to get addicted. Yeah, there's just no point in my opinion. Like, I don't need bread as part of my everyday diet. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. That bread in there is delicious. And like once a quarter or whatever, that would be great. Or if I was committed to never going off plan ever again in life, then yeah, that bread might make its way into my diet at a time or two. But otherwise, I really don't need bread unless I'm like off plan or something like that.
Like for me, the random sandwich or the random like once every other week.
Yeah, but see, in my opinion, that doesn't work. I guess you could freeze the bread, but I was like, like that stuff is perishable. So right. I kind of have to eat through it all before it perishes.
I'm going to look into the freezing process.
Yes. So Rashana says, yeah, I had planned after dinner. Yeah, I had it planned. I'm fasting today, starting last night. So tomorrow. Yeah, me too.
Keep it in Ziploc bags and put it in the freezer like 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's pretty smart. So
I just figured out something.
Yes. Vita said, received my keto crate. My marshmallows were in there. Oh, that's great. Good. Oh, 90-second bread is good too.
Ooh,
so
competition.
Lisa said, dang, you all are going long today. I was lurking in the background because I thought I was late at 9:55. Might as well say hi to everyone. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, but hi Lisa. And bye. And Tony. Say hi to Tony. Oh my gosh. She said thumbs up for America.
See,
absolutely.
I told you.
You're not America.
Lisa.
I'm done with y'all.
Thank you.
Tell Tony we said hi, but we are out of here. We are out of here. Got a busy day ahead. We will talk to you tomorrow.
America is watching us right now.
One take one
America,
tomorrow.
We love you back.
At 9. This is not American Idol or The Voice. Like, America is not involved.
It is a small, concentrated section of America.
I'll give you that. Oh, we'll talk to you tomorrow at 9:30, everybody. Bye.
Bye.